Number 1 on the list is Calgary Zoo. Oh my goodness. As a lover of animals, I absolutely enjoyed myself in Calgary Zoo. Now, even though you're going to have to walk a lot, because they have different sections. There's the Asian section, the African section. There's different sections filled with different animals that you find in those continents. It's one of the few places that you can see a polar bear up close. So if you go in winter, you see the winter animals. If you go in summer, you see the summer animals. But you can see giraffes, hippopotamus, you see lions, you see snow tigers, leopards, just a wide range of beautiful animals to see. And then it makes you appreciate nature and makes you appreciate just the diversity of animals, right? I think it's perfect for a family fun day out. Just take the family out. It's also perfect for friends. I went there with a group of friends. Plan to spend the whole day because you're literally going to be walking up and down, seeing different animals in their different sections. And it's going to feel like you're walking through different parts of the world without leaving Calgary. Number 2, this is also still in Calgary, but you have to experience downhill karting in the Winsport Olympic Park. Now, a fun fact about this park is that it was used for the Winter Olympics in 1988, so it's one of those iconic places. It's just there. It's a historical place. Now, when you go there, it feels like you're in a real-life Mario Kart. You get your tickets, you queue, and then they give you the cart and show you how to move, and then you just go downhill. It's so much fun. As someone that has anxiety, for me to tell you I had so much fun, you have to understand that it was just epic. And then depending on how many ticket slots you get, you can just keep going and going and going. So you ride back down and then you go back up. To get to the top of the mountain, you go on like a tram ride, like a gondola ride, and that gives you the view of the city, which is also very amazing to experience. And then you just get your cart and go. You zoom down the hills at whatever speed you want. There are people zooming past me and I'm just there like, I'm scared. I don't wanna fall. Now you have to keep in mind that there are some parts of the trail that isn't exactly covered, so please be careful when you're driving. If you're also into biking, you can do downhill biking at Winsport Olympic Park. So okay, if you find yourself in Calgary, please go experience this. It's a compulsory thing. You just have to go. Depending on the tickets you get at Winsport Olympics Park, you can also get your photos sent. This is the photo I took. It was really lovely. And so they have cameras at different locations on the trail as you're driving down the hill. And so they'll take pictures of you. And you can get those pictures or those videos sent directly to your email. Number 3 is Banff. When I came, every single day, my nephew was always like, you have to go to Banff. You have to go to Banff. Banff is one of the most iconic destinations you can ever go to here in Canada. Just imagine lakes and mountains and wildlife just moving around. The view is amazing. And the air in Banff is just fresh because literally the mountains. And it's so Instagrammable. I went to Banff in winter. I went with a couple of friends. We did a road trip and it was lovely. It was beautiful. If you go to Banff, make sure you go to Lake Louise. The view is mwah. You get to take all your Instagram pictures there, make all your videos there. And if you go in winter and you like to skate, you can skate on Lake Louise. It just feels so good. It looks so beautiful. It's an amazing place to go. In Banff, there is also Banff Town, and Banff Town is straight out of a movie. It looks like a movie set. There's everything there. You can take walks. It's just beautiful. There is stores. You can get gifts. There is places you can go and eat. It's just one of those walkable towns and the views are lovely. It doesn't have that hustle and bustle of a city. It feels like you're just taking time away from the craziness of city life and you're just chilling in Banff Town. Now, number 4, I would say is Niagara Falls. Now, Niagara Falls, What I find very interesting about Niagara Falls is that it has two sides. So you can view it from the US side or you can view it from Canada. Now to get to Niagara Falls, you have to be in Ontario. Here's a fun fact about Niagara Falls. It's actually made up of 3 falls. So there is Horseshoe Falls, American Falls, and Bridal Veil Falls, which I find interesting because like Bridal Veil. I personally think the view from the Canadian side is unbeatable. You get the best angles of Horseshoe Falls and it's just breathtaking. When you're in Niagara Falls, you can hop on the boat and get that up close feel of the mists in your face from the falls, especially at night. Sometimes you go at night and the falls are just lit in all these different beautiful colors. So I highly recommend Niagara Falls. That one, you have to add it to your bucket list. Even if you do nothing when you come to Canada, please, 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 please go to Niagara Falls. Next thing would be Sylvan Lake. Now I discovered Sylvan Lake because we did a team bonding session and we went there for a day. But let me tell you something. Sylvan Lake feels like the type of city you want to live. It's the type of city you want to grow old in. It's very beautiful. You can rent out jet skis or take your boat and go on the lake, have a swell time. You can swim in the lake. If you have kids, there's a playground section, there are ice cream shops, there's a pottery studio where I went and you get to paint your pottery. Pick out whatever they have on the shelf, paint it, and they'll fire it and send it back to you. Trust me, you won't take your time at Sylvan Lake. Pack a picnic basket and go and have fun. Enjoy the view of the lake. I personally feel like if you're going to Sylvan Lake, you should not do a day trip. You have to absorb the city. So if you're going to Sylvan Lake, please do a weekend trip. Get an Airbnb and just explore Sylvan Lake for a weekend. Let's go to one of my favorite places, Muttart Conservatory. I like to call it the pyramids of Edmonton because literally 4 pyramids that are made to look futuristic using glass and steel. So you just see through. As you're standing outside, you can see all the plants indoors and it takes you to a tropical environment. There's lush green forest in there. There are places you can just go to sit down and chill. Just soak up all the biomes of being in nature. You're going to feel like you're in a rainforest at some point. Feels like you're connecting with nature without even leaving the city. So depending on what season you go, you're going to have a different experience. I went during Christmas. They had a whole Christmas setup and it's just beautiful. If you like indoors, you just want to do some low activity stuff where you just enjoy the views, the scenery, please go to Muttart Conservatory. At the reception, you can also buy some plants. So if you're a plants girly or a plants guy, you can shop for plants at the reception and get a souvenir for your trip. Now let's go to the next one and it is iFly. Now iFly is indoor skydiving. So you get to experience skydiving without the fear of having to jump out of a plane. So it's like you're doing the skydiving but in a very controlled environment. So if you're anxious, you've never tried skydiving or you want to see if you would enjoy skydiving, I recommend going to iFly. The instructors there, they'll guide you on what to do, how to fly. They put you on in a suit. I just experienced no gravity, you're just floating there and it's so much fun. And if you're feeling brave, you can even try some turns and some flips as you're right there. Great for people who love having an adrenaline rush. There's no parachutes required, it's just you, the wind, and vibes. For the next one, you have to go to Activate. Activate is in different parts of the city. I've gone to the one in Calgary, there's also one in Edmonton. I feel like there's one everywhere. If you like to play, if you like to have fun, it's like an indoor adult play area. It's almost like being inside a video game. You team up with friends, you tackle, there's some hoop games, there's some mental games, some games you have to run, avoid light. There was a game where we had to do some climbing on the walls. So it's so much fun, and because there's a wide variety of games to experience, you're never going to get bored if you go to an Activate. It's just one place that you have to go as an adult. Just go and let loose, have fun. It's also exhausting, especially if you don't do a lot of high energy, high activity things in your day-to-day. So just prepare to get tired. When you're done, they have a photo room and you can go there, take pictures, they send it to you. Now let's go to the other aspects of this video, which are places you can visit if you have a Canadian PR. Now for somebody like me who is Nigerian and I have a Nigerian passport that is weak, It's a game changer for me now that I'm in Canada and I have a PR card. It just means that there are more places I can visit where I don't need to request a visa. So I'm just going to list out those places, countries you can visit visa free. There's Mexico. Everybody wants to visit Mexico. You go to Mexico, you can go to Cuba, you can go to Singapore, Peru, Taiwan, South Korea, the Philippines, and so much more. So it was a lovely video. I'm going to add the rest of the places you can visit in the captions and add more places you have to see when you come to Canada in the captions. Let me know in the comments which of these places you're going to be adding to your list. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And if you know any other person that loves to travel, loves to explore, or is coming or moving to Canada soon, please share this video with them, okay? Until next time, keep chasing new adventures. Bye guys!